Alright, so as of a couple days ago, recording this video, we've had the Portland Retro Gaming Expo, which was an amazing experience. So this video is going to be what I picked up from PRGE, as well as my walkthrough of PRGE. So let's go ahead and take a look at the walkthrough, and at the end, I will go ahead and show my pickups.
Alrighty, here we are, day 2 of the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. It is about 2 hours before it starts. So I'm going to go ahead and do, I'll do a couple walk around to show you guys some of the booths here. It's a great day yesterday, and it's going to be even a greater, longer day today. So let's take a look at the booth here, and I'll show you around. Okay, so this is the Tappers Retro Games and Toys booth. It's not open right now because Mark isn't here. But we assembled this entire cage with grids. There's a ton of stuff packed in here. I'm gonna go back over the side. We got Game Boy, Game Boy Color, handhelds over this side. There's the door. It's actually the exit. Simpsons figures, expensive games there. Once it opens up, I think I'll do a video tour inside. I have the key, or I'd open it up. But there's the Tappers booth. Let's go ahead and look around it. Well, I wasn't going to do a voiceover, but I guess I'm going to go and do it anyway. I think we better do it that way than lay some background music over it. But here we have the free play console area. This is directly across from the booth. Here we've got Retro Respawn. They came out from California. They got some pretty cool stuff. So let's go ahead and let's go into this way. So we got Blue Shell collectibles. And over here we've got the CGC grading table. Coming down here. Sorry, change hands. Coming down here. Got Cubed there. There's don't think anybody here setting up. Well, a couple people setting up. We got Little Dumpling there. Lots of people not set up yet. Not in yet. Coming over here, we've got Total, top of the line games. Over here, I think they were going to be here this year. But thankfully they showed up. They showed up. Pretty cool booth there. They got some great stuff. DK Wilds. We have over here, switch hands again, got DreamQuest games. Just tons and tons and tons of booths here. I don't think it's quite as big as Coleman's Playground. I don't think it's quite as big as last year. Although actually there's Castlevania down there. Hi-Fi Lo-Fi. Just tons and tons of booths. The old stuff. Coming down here. There's tons of artwork. And games and crafts. I mean, there's just tons and tons of stuff. Some great artwork. Classic Kata. Oh. And here we are at the Chromatic booth. So we've got Dragon Hymn. Lovely game. And here we've got the Atari 90s Rewind Collection banner. Pretty cool set of games they've got for that Rewind Collection. Got the Chromatic table. Oh, I can't show you that to you because I can't get the angle. We got a Mod Retro Crane game. Pretty cool. It's got some random games there you can win. Pretty cool. And here we have the M64 from Mod Retro. It's pretty cool. They have it under cloth, obviously. I don't actually think it's here yet. But this is an FPGA N64, which is pretty cool. Chromatic's great, but I think this is going to be even bigger. A lot of nostalgia for the N64. That's about what it looks like there. So pretty cool. Pretty cool looking. I'll come back and show some actual footage of it once they're actually here and they have everything uncovered. But pretty awesome to see them here. And here's a better banner of it here. So, oh look, yeah, there you go. So win original M64 mod retro. There's the QR code. You can scan it. You can scan to enter.
Engine scream, the night alive. Neon streaks through darkened skies. Chasing shadows, chasing time. Heartbeat sync with a roaring track. No way forward, no turning back. No turning back. Turbo rush, feel the fire ignite.
Swinging over here, we've got Josh Byerly. Got some great products there. Wow. But Mario Party 2. $150. Not horrible. Oh, like Sonic 3. Sonic 3 for $50. I remember renting that back in the day. Although, I think that's the... Wait, is that... Yeah, this is just 3. That's in their rebranded packaging, I think. Yeah, it's KA. It is American. I thought it might not have been. Pokemon Pinball. Super Mario All-Stars 25th Anniversary. Got the Game Watch Gallery there. Zoe. Pretty cool. Second Gunner. Got Demon Souls. Tons of great games here. Discworld, that's pretty cool to see. But let's swing back over here. Actually, let's go ahead and I'm going to cut away and head over to a couple other booths I want to show you. Okay. So I was walking along. I'm going to show you some of the booths here, but I passed the spot. I could not show this to you guys. So this is a new 8-bit console called the Game Tank. There's a little bit about it. And here's what it looks like. I like the controller design, pretty basic. Pretty basic controller. There's a better shot of it there. Pretty cool looking. I like the way it looks. Pretty neat. There's a little sign. So pretty cool. I might I will have to come back and check this out once it's up and running. Open source 8-bit hardware. GameTank.zone. Pretty cool. Okay, so here we have Double Jump. They have I wouldn't call this actually a mega booth, I guess. Well, I guess it would actually technically be a mega booth because it's really large. But there's their booth, and then actually past this wall here, just past Double Jump, you have the 2-day vendors. So these guys are the ones who just started coming in, I think this morning. Or maybe yesterday. You got Pig Squad there, Portland Indie Game Squad. Gonna check them out later. See what they got. They've got some really interesting stuff they're working on. Soku Fox. Sounds interesting. Plasma proportions. Vortex breakers. Butter horse. What could butter horse be? So what else we got over here? Oh, we got the pig squad. Pig there. Pig light. Down here we've got Scratch Card Hero. Blocked. Rock Quest. And Super Dungeon Design. And over here we've got the Intellivision and the Vectrex. So they do have the Vectrex Mini here, is my understanding. Pretty cool. I'm not sure if it's actually going to be at the booth here, or if it's going to be like behind closed doors. I'm not entirely sure. But there's some of what they got going on. Here's some new games for the Intellivision. Pretty cool. Now, I will have to wait to show you guys the Atari booth, but I do plan on going over there as well. Got some great Intellivision games there. Okay, so they opened up this side of the hall. We got Atari Atari. Wonderful booth. They always have a great booth every year. They have Jaguar games there at the cover. Here we've got... Oh, excuse me, these are the Jaguar games. Over there, I think are Atari. Pretty cool. Got some great new games for the Atari Jaguar. We got Block 'em, Sock 'em up there. Wonderful game out of the platforms. So it's great on the Jaguar as well. Got some pretty cool games there. Checked out a couple of these, at least yesterday. Got some new Super Micros. Pretty cool. Got some cool shirts. Look at that Bubsy shirt. Both Bubsy shirts. Those are great. Those are awesome. Love those shirts. We got Atari Sprint shirt there. Intellivision. They announced the Atari or the Intellivision Sprint. That is here as well. As other people have already reported on it. So we can swing over here. And they've got new Atari games on display here. Atari 5200, 7800, 2600. I love that light up sign. Light up banner. I'm going to just swing on through here actually. This one's got two sides. I'll show you as much as I can. There's just a lot here. I mean, so you guys can read some of that stuff. So slower. Pause the video if you must. Swing it over here. Got Gunship. I should wait till these are all on, but I don't want to be too intrusive. Atari Crew does a lot to put this together. What you're hearing there is Asteroids Recharged, which I will show you guys. That is on, obviously. Got some cool games. I might try to get some footage of some of these being on. Maybe even play a couple. Let's show you guys. Let's go over here. Here we have the 7800 Plus. It's pretty small. Got Medieval Mayhem on the 2600 Plus there. Pretty cool. And then this, I believe, is where the Sprint was hooked up. Yep, there it is. There's a little information card about it. There's a QR code. You guys want to check that out, pre-order it. Okay, coming over here. Here's what you've been hearing. Asteroids Recharged. Pretty cool. And here we've got over here the Missile Command Recharged. And on the other side, we got Gravitar, I believe, Recharged, the other one. Yep, Gravitar Recharged. Pretty cool. Now over here, come back over here. we've got, this is Bubsy 4D. It's a demo that was specifically designed for PRGE, and I think other expos as well. It's not as, there's not as much in the demo here as there is available in Steam. And there's 2 levels in the demo here. There's 4 available on the Steam demo. And the demo save file does carry over to the full game. So you want to check out the demo on Steam, you can definitely do that. Definitely suggest it. Bubsy's a great game. Great series. Here we have the Atari 90s Green White Collection on Mod Red Her Chromatic. Got Breakout, Centipede, and Asteroids. They have them set up here. So we got Centipede on this one, Breakout on this one, and then we got Asteroids on this one. I think is the way. I might be wrong. I might have mixed them up. But that's. Check out the cartridge. Oh no, never mind. They don't have the cartridges in them. Never mind. Okay, they took them out. It's probably smart. They might have locked him in there, but apparently not. And then I'm not sure what this was. Oh, the Mortal Kombat collections was what was here. So pretty cool. That's here to check out. I absolutely love that Bubsy. That's pretty cool. So pretty cool stuff here, guys. I got Next Level right over there. Got the Ground Control Classic Arcade there. I'm not going to go over everything over there because there's a lot. But I do want to show some pinball machines over here. Oh, actually, before we go over here, I do want to show you. There's the High Score Arcade. It's the Dragon, pretty cool. Now, swinging over here, we have the Pac-Man Atari 2600 Plus. I absolutely love the yellow on this. The controller looks great. Really cool yellow. Absolutely love it. Got the Pac-Man double feature. PRGE exclusive. Pretty cool. $100. Includes the dark blue cartridge. Exclusive patch and pin instruction manual. I absolutely love the design of this Pac-Man. I really do. I really kind of want this, but I already have a regular one. I don't need 2. But pretty cool to see otherwise. Pac-Man's a great series, and this is a great system. Great system to have. So if you want to pick it up, definitely encourage you to do so. It's a great console. Either as the Pac-Man edition or as the regular edition console. Same with the Atari 7800 Plus. Both the Atari 2600 Plus and 7800 Plus both play Atari 7800 and 2600 games. So pretty cool to see those both here. But coming back over here, I told you guys to show some pinball. I'm showing you some pinball. They're not going to be on. I might be in trouble from going over this way because they're not open yet. But so there's just some pretty cool pinball tables. Got Star Wars. There's all the newer tables, I've noticed. I'm not going to go beyond this, this cover over here. But you got some more stuff over there. More pinball tables and arcade cabs over there. Got some really cool pinball tables. Got some more classic machines. Paragon. Bad Cats. Pretty cool table. Demolition Man. Great table right there too. Guns N' Roses. Here's a few classic arcade cabs. We got Asteroids. Miss Pac-Man. We've got Missile Command right there. Donkey Kong. Tron. Punch-Out. Larger cabinet. Play Choice 10. Those are pretty cool. And we got Road Blasters and Blasteroids. Atari.
Pilot one, now as control. Press hyperspace to avoid immediate collision. Please respond. Don't leave it.
Press the shield button to activate your protective field and deflect enemy fire. Shield active. Fuel levels dropping. Use only when necessary.
Okay, so here, got some pretty cool arcade machines here. We got Lane Master. There, we got, what is that? It is, Jet Pong, looks like, yep. Jet Pong, we got the Jurassic Park arcade game, got, Tomb Raider arcade game. That's a pretty cool cabinet right there. Minecraft Dungeons Arcade. I like how they brought the Dungeons game home on consoles. Pretty cool. But Dance Rush, I can read. Stardom. We got the Halo Fireteam Raven arcade machine here. Pretty cool to see that. Got Popeye. That's interesting. Oh, that's cool. What's that? We got War Final Assault. Well, that's pretty cool. Time Crisis 2. Right there. We got Dark Silhouette Silent Scope 2 there. Pretty cool. Rush 2049 cabs here. So we've got 6 players, 7 players, 8 maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. I can count, yeah, 6 players. And then here we've got what is that? That is, I can't read that. Anyway, I said it's terrible. Wait, we got 4 players there. Oh, over here we got Claw City claw machines. Pretty cool claw machines. Got some interesting prizes in there. Yeah, the Operation Dog. That's pretty cool. So my dresser was not open, but I didn't want to show you guys this. So this is like a 80s, 90s living room setup here. So we got Super Nintendo there. Pretty cool. Got wood grain TV. Old school couch. Got NES over here. Love the green carpet. Nintendo there on the wood grain. Yeah. Over here we've got it's like 4-player Mario Kart on 64. Only 3 players there though. That's pretty cool. And then over here, let's see if I go over here. Some more console. See our console stuff over there. Over here we've got. Here we have the guest area. So we got Charles Martinet coming over here. Let's go this way, actually. Got Samantha Kelly, Laura Faye Smith, Kenny James, Voices Bowser. Grant Kirkhope, Mike Vaughn, David Hayter. It's pretty cool. Devin May West, Paul Edding, I think is how you pronounce his last name. Over here we've got David Eddings, Liz Amorsky, Katie Townsend, Peter Jessup, Brian Glynn, William Christopher Stevens, and Richard Epcar. So pretty cool set of guests here at PRGE this year.
All right, so that was a look at a little bit what PRGE is all about, what they had there. I had some great stuff there. I had some great conversations. Now, the footage I showed you of the M64 was by permission from 8-Bit Joysticks. I want to thank Jacob very much for allowing me to use that footage. Let's go ahead and take a look at my hips from the event and see everything I got. So, start off strong here. I got a pickup from John Riggs. He had a booth there. He had this only for $20. It was brand new, not anymore, but it was brand new, and has a physical copy of Halo Infinite on the Xbox Series X, Xbox One. Now, this is a bit different because this is the Brazilian, I believe, Brazilian release of the game, which came with a pack of trading cards. So here's the game itself. Of course, it's not sealed anymore. But here are the cards. Pretty cool, shiny cards. Pretty awesome. I picked it up because I have all the other Halo games. I really wanted Infinite. I've been wanting it for a while. And $20 is a steal, so thank you, John, for that great deal on this amazing title here. Moving right along here. I picked up 2 Switch games while I was there. Now, I picked this up primarily because they are not only hard to find, but they were at a decent price. So we got Final Fantasy IX, the HD remaster on Switch. This is the Asian release. It is in English. And then we've got the Asian release. I had to pick this up. Final Fantasy X 10-2, which has both 10 and 10-2 on the cartridge. So no physical or no digital download, which is amazing. That's what we should have got here in the US. But glad I got this. Glad it's in English. Glad to have it. All right, moving right along here. Let's go ahead and take a look at some stuff I got from the Atari booth. All right, so while I was at the Atari booth, the Atari had a great booth there with Atari Age. I got to sit down with the head of sales and marketing, David. Had a wonderful conversation with him. I will go over a little bit more about that in a different video. I have quite a bit to go over on that, but that'll be a different video. But for this purpose here, this video, this is what I picked up from their booth. Now, there's quite a bit here. Actually, before we get on, let's go ahead and get the one pickup I got from Audacity Games. And that is their... as of recording this video, I think it's already out. But we got Rescue from Poseidon's Gate on Atari 2600. Pretty awesome game. I got David to even sign it for me. This is a review copy. I will be reviewing it for the Taco Authority. So pretty happy to have this title. Pretty cool title. And now let's go ahead and look at the rest of the stuff I got here. Okay, now the rest of the stuff I got is they are review copies as well that I will be reviewing for the website on top of this one here. Well, with the exception of one thing, which I'll save at the end. So first thing we got is the Atari 2600 4 games in 1 paddle set. Pretty cool to have this. It's got that comes with paddles, comes with Night Driver, Video Olympics, Canyon Bomber, and Breakout. All in one cartridge. Uses the disc, which is similar to what the 10-in-1 card did that came bundled with the 2600 Plus. So happy to have that. Happy to check that out. Pretty cool set of games there. And then moving right along here, we've got the M Network Collection on 2600. So this comes with, these are Mattel games. We've got Armor Ambush, Astro Blast, Frogs and Flies, and Star Strike. I believe it's Mattel. Pretty sure it's Mattel titles. So again, dip switches to switch through games. Pretty awesome to have that. Now, I picked this up because I got a sequel. And I am a sucker for Berserk. So I had to pick up, I had to grab the 700 version of Berserk. Amazing title. And the game to go along with this was its sequel, unofficial sequel maybe, I don't know, of Frenzy, also on the 700. Both of these games are pretty awesome. Pretty awesome games. And then moving along here with the 700 games here, we've got Bounty Bob Strikes Back, also on 700. And we got the pack-in game that comes with the 700 Plus, and that is Bentley Bear's Crystal Quest. This is an amazing, awesome side-scrolling platformer on 700. Pretty cool game to have. And then I covered the modern release of this game, and I had been hoping to eventually get this, and I got it. The 2600 version of Mr. Run and Jump. This game is amazing. It is tough as nails on the 2600, but it is still a great game nonetheless. Now, the one thing I got from Atari that is not going to be reviewed for the website, but I will likely do a review for the channel because it's a pretty nifty little product. And that is the Atari 400 Mini computer. This thing's super small, super cool. It's got 25 built-in games. It's a wonderful little machine. So happy to have this in the collection. Happy to do a video on it. This is a pretty cool product. So, oh, actually, excuse me. There's actually 3 more things. Almost forgot. Hang on. So where did I put that? Actually, other way. Hang on. I just piled it on top of other things. I thought it was somewhere it wasn't. So, while I was there, I picked up 3 games at the expo. 3 games from a random booth, and they wanted $2 a piece. But I'm like, well, can I just pick up 3 and 5? They're like, yeah, sure. So I got a loose copy of Resident Evil Revelations 2 on Xbox One. Got a loose copy of, this is my second time actually on this game, Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe 360. This game I got for $1. Resident Evil here was $2. And another $2 game is Dying Light 2 Stay Human on Xbox. So pretty happy to have those in that collection. Great games to have. So, one more thing I wanted to bring up here about Mod Retro is while I was there, they had pins they were giving away. So, me being a sucker for the charms, the charms I had to get. So we got an M64 logo charm. Pretty cool. And why this was not bundled with Tetris, I have no idea. Well, actually, I do. It's because it was a pack-in title. I didn't do it, but got a little Tetris piece there. A little T piece charm. Pretty cool. And the third one I got, third one I got is the Mod Retro charm. Initials. Pretty cool. And then the fourth one I got, actually I'm losing between the show and my home, and that was a little M64 one, which kind of sucks. I really like that. I like that charm, but those are what I got from Mod Retro, and I did have a good conversation with them as well, which I'm not going to get too much into that, but I will make a separate video about my discussion with David from Atari and go over a little bit of that sort of thing. But those are my pickups for the PRGE. That was my experience at PRGE. I wish I could have got more footage, but I was so busy the 4 days I was there helping the Tappers booth. But from what I got from it was a great experience, and I can't wait to do it next year. But I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. As always, until next time, take care and happy gaming.